Good morning. I think we're live. Yeah. Yep. Um, Real quick, the news already happened. I don't really care about this dude talking. We're not going to be around anyways. Heads up, I have a lot going on right now. John, yes, it certainly starting to feel like that. Uncle, good morning, good luck to you as well. I need to take care of some. I need to take care of some work stuff, but we've got time. I need to be waiting until market settles down anyway, so this will be a good thing. As long as I don't get too stressed, then we'll be fine. But I do need to focus my attention on my laptop to take care of a couple things. But I'm right here. Don't freak out. We're not going anywhere. John, you just hang in there. And I can still see chat looking up over at this monitor. This might have to wait till later. I think it's going to be a little more involved than I originally thought. What do we got going on here? Hourly. Wait, no, 5 minutes. Just been. What was yesterday? Okay, yesterday we had that big drop. Sure seems like on the 5 minute we went right up to that swing high. We're gonna go any higher though. We got another one. Let me look at the hourly. We sure are making a lot of equal highs on the hourly right there. Is that just a setup for us to take that out and then go lower? Or are we already in a buy program from like the beginning of the month, year? So far we've just been going sideways since the 10th. Again, I don't freaking know. I just need to point out possible things that the market can do. That way, if they happen, we recognize it and then we can capitalize on it. You could see us trading in here and then taking out all of these equal highs, building up a lot of liquidity right here, take them out between 17 and 1700 and then going down. Let's just focus on the smaller time frames. Just scalping anyways. I do also have this little window pulled up. So just running some live forward testing with a bot that I believe it's at the point where it can start taking live trades. We're not going to show the actual trades and what it's doing, obviously, but I can keep track, watch the if it takes anything, watch if it wins or loses or whatever. That one is only going to take a maximum of up to 3 trades off of a singular setup, depending if it meets all their criteria. So just want to see if it does what I want it to do, which I've been doing a lot of back testing and it should be profitable. So here's to that. My luck, the first day I run it, take a red day, but that's just probability. I'm going to just start running it every day and see how it does. But we'll show the, if it takes anything, I'll show you guys, not the chart. I'll show you guys the performance of it. Good morning, Rosalez. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Rosalez. I think we will be sitting out the first few minutes. I just have a feeling that we are going to be a little sporadic. That news at 8:30 did not really move that much. We went down 20 points and then up 40, 50 points and then down 60. It doesn't, I don't know. Wayne, good morning. We'll wait for some scalping opportunities while also keeping an eye on the bot. I just got a fresh combine this morning with the 80% off to run it on. There's a potential it can. I just got a 50K account with Apex, which doesn't have that much drawdown, and I'm running it on mini, so there's a potential losing trades could kill it pretty quickly. But so far this month, it's been doing very well, and it's just a matter of if the market offers a setup that ends up working. But in back testing, there's times where there's like several days in a row where it doesn't work, and on minis, there's not much drawdown, obviously, on those accounts. So, but every day this month so far, I look back at the charts and I'm like, damn, if I was running that bot, it would have made $2,000 today, or whatever. So I need to just start running it, and that's I'm running it on a prop account because if it doesn't work, We're out the $40. Not a big deal. That's better than it going through a bunch of real cash. This window, I could leave up. This will say if it takes a trade or not. I don't know. It's not an active bot like the one I demonstrated that one day. Like I said, it's only up to three trades max. And I have it set just between a certain time frame. If it takes something, I'll show you guys. You guys will probably also hear a audible sound if it takes something. An audible sound is not the same as an inaudible sound. Wasn't sure if you guys knew about that or not. Yeah, this is moving. I had a feeling that move earlier just wasn't big enough, so there'd probably be some extra volatility. Went straight for those highs. Oh, we need to go a little bit higher. We need to breach 57, 58-ish. We're going to be nice and patient. I'm trying to trying to think about trading, like the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. So I'm trying to build up some like funded accounts on TopStep, funded accounts on Apex. I want a couple accounts to be trading manually, maybe a couple group trading like I am with this, maybe a couple branched off. That way I could bounce around and not do so much damage to one account if a bad day happens. On top of that, on top of manual trading, I have a bot that is showing it's profitable over the last 5 years. It's just a matter of picking the correct account and contract size that fits it, because it does, everything's going to take losing trades. So it's just a matter of picking the correct size for the correct account. And that's just one. I have 2 to 5 others that are in the works. So what I'm trying to do is have a bunch of bots running on different accounts with different strategies. That way each day, maybe some are doing good, some are doing bad. And then I also have my manual trading a couple of these accounts, a couple of those accounts. And then ideally, my overall account statuses are moving up. Even if maybe some bots are taking losing trades, or maybe I'm taking losing trades for that day, I still have my bots working that are taking winning trades. So you guys are witnessing the very beginning of something that I think will be pretty cool. Am I a TopStep trader? This account is a TopStep account. I'm not like exclusively only on TopStep. I have some Apex accounts running in the background. I do have a TopStep funded account and a TopStep combine that we're working on passing. It's almost there. Once that's passed, I will add a third, since you can have three fundeds total with TopStep. After that, then I want to start working on building 20 funded Apex accounts. And again, some of those trading manually, maybe some scalping, some taking maybe larger trades. I don't know. But a majority of them running with bots. Apex says you're not allowed to use bots, but the bots I'm building are not like high frequency bots, so it's not that big of a deal. It's worst case, I could have the bots just not place the trade and they could just tell me, buy, put your stops here, and then I could just do that. Oh, we have the two. So right now on this screen, we're trading the two, trading in a funded right here and a combine right here. So just two on this screen. And then I just have one bot running on one account in the background. That's it. But the plan is to work on having like an army of them running. McLovin, how was your hike yesterday? Oh, sick. You probably didn't have to go on a hike to see that, right? Can you see that from like really far away? I like hiking. I just haven't been in a minute. In my Graham, what's up? In my TopStep, if I pass for a trading account for the 50K and your capital count already has 100, Uh, they're two, like they'll stay two separate accounts. So like one doesn't affect the other. You can lose X amount of dollars on one and it doesn't affect the other one. The other one can then also lose however much the daily loss limit is. I think if I didn't answer your question, you might have to try to reword that. I hope, regardless if this bot that's running takes a win or a loss, hopefully we at least get something because I think most of you guys were interested in that stuff. So just be cool to see it take a trade without me doing anything. Again, I'm not going to be showing exactly what it's doing, but we can see if it gets into a position. I just have it running in the background on Quant Tower. So I've got an account. I don't even have a chart pulled up for it because I don't need to. I can watch the chart on these screens on Tradeovate and see if a setup forms for it. But we'll just see if it takes anything and wins or loses on the account performance, and I can watch the positions tab and see if it even gets into something. But watching Tradeovate, I can figure that out. Alito, once again, 8 minutes late. It's the same. So Alito, you can help me out. But it's the same daily loss as on the combine. So like I'm trading the 50K, the daily loss limit is always 1,000. Once you get into a funded and you start making some money, then your minimum account balance will, once you make like 2 or 3,000, then your account balance, the minimum, or if you take money out, like your minimum will come to a stopping point and it will stay like at zero. For instance, like I've taken money out of mine, so the floor moved up to zero. Now I can't ever let my account balance go below zero. They still enforce the $1,000 daily loss limit, assuming I have over $1,000. I know Alito would be able to easily jump on that. I don't know why Alito's not a moderator. I'll have to talk to somebody about that. Grim needs one as well. We're just handing them out to everybody, huh? Like I said, the Discord is getting borderline where I need help from you guys to help make sure like we don't get people like spamming and stuff. Like Like, what is that? What is that download that somebody posted in there? I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know if we should allow people to post um, files. That's dangerous. So you guys could be like, no, not what you shared. Sniper 2008 full cracked version, unlimited, Trading View Ultimate desktop. The hell is that? I probably need to just change it so people can't share stuff like that. Embed links. We need to turn off attached files. Yeah. Turn that off. I don't trust that. Um, but yeah, we probably will need a couple of you guys to help watch that stuff now that there's quite a few people in there. 30 plus like 89 people. But like on YouTube, the chat's not really popping off that much to where I need help with that yet. Uh, Discord doesn't cost anything. I don't think there's any reason to charge for that. It was just created so that way, because I only stream for like an hour to an hour and a half. Just a way for people to move their conversations from the chat into there so they can keep talking throughout the day when I leave. Most of you guys trade throughout the day and I stop. I'm trying to teach you to stop, but everyone else wants to keep going. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I get that, but I think to weed out the scammers is not the real reason. All right, this is starting to look like we could potentially start taking things from smaller sized candles. Come down into this 1 minute cap here and then created another one over there.
Order filled.
This is such a late entry.
Order filled.
On. Want you to pop.
Order filled.
Should have got out of that when it was up there. Definitely got out at the right time since I held on too long, but should have recognized it wasn't wasn't wanting to. I was really wanting it to just run up and run past that and then get out right above this high. We didn't want to break that though. Now we're going to go. Shouldn't have hesitated on that. Moved my mouse up to buy it when it was down here, but obviously sometimes it works trying the same setup twice because you get these little fake outs. But also there was that one day where I tried the same, or last week where I tried the same thing 3 times in a row, and that was bad news. $5 minute, we just keep creating wicks on each side. 1 minute's pretty choppy as well. We still have those. We still got all these equal highs up here. If we took out all these, it's hard to tell. It's hard to see, but that high swept those 3 on the hourly. But are we gonna leave this 57 by itself? I just grabbed one new one for now that I have a bot running on it at the moment. Just want to. I know all the I know the outcomes of all the back testing. Just want to see it do it live. Which I turned it on live the other day, but I had a setting in Quantower that prevented it from entering the trade it was supposed to enter. Just the 50K. Came down to that 5-minute gap at open.
Order filled.
Man, it fills me up so high. I mean, I understand because it's moving quickly. What's up, cracks?
Order filled.
Just in time for that juicy trade. Although I already took a loss that was probably like double the size of that, but all right, we're just gonna grind back. took a loss back here that I got into 2 contracts. I'm trying to not hover over it. I don't want to be thinking about the money. Sometimes it works in my favor, sometimes it doesn't. I already know this week it will not work in my favor, or it's not going to do any good to think about it. So I know I have the video out about my strategy, but I'm starting to like this whole let the market come and hit like a 5-minute gap, and then on the reaction, if there's a reaction, in that reaction we create entries. I kind of like that. Versus waiting for a 5-minute or waiting for a 1-minute gap to form off of a 5-minute gap, and then waiting for a 5-second gap to form off of a 1-minute gap. I've been noticing this week the first touch of a fair value gap is on a 5-minute or a 1-minute. When the market wicks like that, that wick is creating entries. That's right, John. 1 minute's super choppy, so we need to be dialed in with our entries. Every single day that I say, look at how choppy the 1 minute is, I end red that day, because I try to force stuff, even though I recognize that it was choppy. And you might think that choppy is good on the 5-second, but when it's choppy, we're not creating gaps, and then it's hard to read. Like, look at all these swings. Like, there's no gaps except for this one that wasn't even respected anyways. Like, I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea if fair value gaps are respected on range charts. And I've put so much time and effort into what I'm doing now. And like I'm doing fine. I mean, we're making money. I think I can say I'm profitable. Yeah, we blew an account a couple weeks ago, but this account I'm growing. I'm thinking about assuming my green days keep going. I'm about to take another payout on it. What range? I used to use the 22, right? Man, that looks so much different. I need to put, if I wanted to do that, it's like a whole different strat. I think I know how Rankos work. This guy off of a new candle wicking off of that gap. I mean, that's how range charts work, right? It's when you have it on 22, every time it moves 22 ticks in a direction, it prints. So what's the difference between that and Renko? And then a tick chart is based on how many orders come through, right? Like this is working for me. I mean, I appreciate everyone's advice, but I don't want to change anything because I think you guys can agree like this is working for me. I've been killing it since we switched to this back in December. It's tempting to be like, oh, look at how choppy we are. Let me go try to learn something new. But you have to remember, some days are just not your day. Like, it's just going to, you have to just accept that instead of trying to change something. So then you change something and you mess up your green days moving forward. Like, tomorrow might be a really good day on what I'm doing now, but if I look to changes and tomorrow I come in looking at something totally different that I'm not used to, now I'm going to have probably a bad day. But okay, so what's the difference between a tick and a range chart? A range chart moves every X amount of ticks, or prints every time X amount of ticks. Like I've told you guys, like I honestly don't know that much about the markets. I've like stuck with Nasdaq. I've tried to learn only the things I need. And anything outside of that, I don't even pay attention to it. Ticks and range. A tick chart. What is the difference between this? I thought a range is moving. I thought it prints a bar after 22 ticks. Yeah, 20 tick. Okay, and that's what you just said about the ticks, right? A new bar opens with X amount of ticks is reached. Oh, like it has. I'm so confused. 1 minute gap. Just wicked off of that. See if we create a gap right here. I want it to come down into it.
Order filled.
Hell,
Order
I'll take
filled.
that. So I like that. 1 minute gap. We came down into it. We came up, which was forming the wick, and created a fair value gap. Get in, take your points, get out. Tick is just up and down one tick. So if someone tells 100 lots at X price, that's only one tick. But if someone buys 100 lots at another price, you're making. Okay, as of right now, a ticket and a range chart are the same thing to me. Look, someone else had the same thought. Is the range chart the same as a tick chart? Uncover the truth. I see that, McLovin. I see that. A range chart and a tick chart are not the same thing. Wow, this is too much. They got like analogies, and I'll look at that later. Yeah, I mean, the way Elite is explaining it, it sounds like it's the same exact thing. A tick chart prints a bar every time we move a certain ticks. Oh, it uses volume also. See, we didn't have any news at 10 today, but we had a decent little move right there, right at 10. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought a chart was every time a transaction happens, or it's after so many transactions, trades. But how do they know just where price is at? Okay, so say the market moves 4,000, it prints a bar. It says, okay, that's wherever we're at is the open of the new bar. Wait for 4,000 orders to come through. wherever we're at now, that's the bar, right? So they wouldn't have, or yeah, they would still have wicks because the market can move up. It's just not going to print it until 4,000 orders come through. So market can move up here, and then as it can come down, and then as soon as 4,000, then wherever we're at, that's the close. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, makes sense now. Nice, John. Nice job. I like early days. Get in, get your money, or realize it's not your day and get out. We are going down, boys. We're going down. After all of this mess up here, probably keep going down for a while, right? On these moves down, I like on the pullbacks when they come up into, like, we have all these red candles and these little green candles that are scattered about. I like when we come up into those and then back down. It's just you don't know which one to take. What's that 6980 VWAP? Probably go take out these lows, right? On the 5-minute. Is this gap supposed to be here? I don't think it is. Oh, is is VWAP really at 69 or 980? There's no way. Oh my god. I was just being dumb. While we wait for this, yesterday I told you guys I needed to try to get my car out of the driveway. It's a rear wheel drive car. I need new tires. Since it's rear wheel drive, the back tires are the worst ones because it burns those first. It snowed, it iced, and my driveway is on a hill and I live at the bottom of it. And my driveway's gravel, so it would probably be difficult to shovel it because you're gonna hit the rock, like scoop the rocks and stuff too. But plus, it's been so cold that the snow like melted a little, then froze, so it's like mostly ice and stuff. Anyways, I tried to drive up it yesterday just to see if I could get to the road and gave it a couple good runs, but my driveway is like straight and then curves around a tree. So on the straightaway, I tried to get some speed to try to get some momentum to make it up, and I could. As soon as I hit the curve, the back end just starts sliding around, and I lose all my momentum and couldn't get out. So I'm technically stuck right now at my house. I can't leave even if I wanted to. Today the weather's supposed to get above 30, but at that time it's going to be cloudy, so we'll see if it melts most of it enough to get out. The neighbor said they can pull us out, but I would prefer to not do that if I can just wait the snow out in case that I don't want to break something on accident. But yeah, just figured I'd share that with you. If the driveway was longer, it'd be fun, like drifting around and stuff, but it's not that big. Lito, have you taken anything? Damn, this low latency is super quick. You guys answer like immediately. This freaking I feel fine, like emotionally, but it sucks that it's doing this. Short from 92. I mean, I do think we keep going lower. Maybe this will give us a opportunity to get in here. I missed it. I should have taken that. I was thinking we maybe come up a little more into that. Damn it. Right off of a 1 minute gap. I'm not taking that now. That's a little too sketchy. I could, damn. We just came back to your entry. I think we go down. Just very sporadic right now. Who's talking at where'd you see that at? I have something at 12:05, but not at 10:15. Oh, financial juice. Let's see if it's on the AMP one. Oh yeah. ECB President Lagarde says the currency is European. Damn. Graham, did you get out of that? We have a 1 minute volume imbalance. So it's not a fair value gap, but the bodies are not overlapping. Oh, Graham. It's tough when it comes back to your entry, then you're like, okay, now it's gonna keep going. And then it goes back and it's worse. Oh, frick. I know exactly the thoughts you just went in, or the thoughts that you just had. Gives you all these entries and you're like, okay, now it's gonna go and I can actually make money on this. And then it quickly goes in deeper in the red, and then you start thinking, God damn it, why didn't I just take my break even trade? That's a tough one. This man better be on micros.
Order filled.
Just looking for a little push up. I'm just going to
Order
get out.
filled.
Very small. This little gap. It was a small risk because I could kill it if we went past this order block. Obviously could have held on a little more, but just taking a quick, just a scalp. That's it. At first, I was thinking of shorting after that happened because we were up here, but it made sense to go back up a little more. Guys, what's up? It's going pretty good. I think we've only taken one loss. It was a little bigger than expected or than I planned because I ended up getting into 2 contracts, but it didn't move that far. So I haven't looked at what the P&L is because I don't really care right now. But we're taking several green trades since then. At the very least, we're at break even or a little green. I'm not sure which one, but I don't care because I'm not. We're just trading the setups and recognizing how choppy the market keeps being. And on top of that, I have a bot running in the background. It hasn't taken any trades yet, but we're just keeping an eye on it. And if it takes something, I'll show you. Oh, we will show you the giddy things. What's that mean? As of right now, the bot is not going to be taking anything. But if it takes anything while we're on the stream, I'll show you not the chart, but we'll show the position. Not the exact position, but always saying the right things. I know what you're looking for. No, but we've been doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Not a fan of the area that we're in. Like everything is pointing towards it wanting to go back up, but we're also in this fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. So we'll just wait for it to leave. This is so incredibly choppy. Like I said, I've recognized plenty of times when the market is choppy on the 1 minute and I didn't stay out and I took red trades. So it's very important for me to wait for it to not be choppy. Oh, because the volume's lower, so it won't be moving as much, or less bars, right? Like way less bars. Like we can still move far, but there'll be bigger bars, right? All right, just depending on how far it moves. All right. We're out of that little area. I guess we're going up to the highs. Probably just get in now and ride this up. Good thing I did not do that. Only 5 points, but still, if we can avoid the drawdown, we can preserve our emotions. Came right back into this. I don't think I trusted enough to get in to ride up to that yet. On these moves, though, like I said on the downtrend, I like getting in at the green candles on the downtrend and then on the red candles on the uptrend. So we came right back to this. We would be getting out. Okay, well, good thing we didn't take that either. I don't know how anyone is able to read this today. What is this? Straight up at 9:30 and then just sideways for 30 minutes, down to right before open, sideways. Like it's not doing anything. Do we have like some like huge news coming out tomorrow or something? Consumer sentiment. It's like trading like there's a FOMC later. Oh, it did. I have it on the wrong thing. Yeah, look, there's three orders waiting to be tagged in there. It puts limit orders on. It just got tagged in. I have a feeling though these will not be winning trades. But we'll see. But here's the do we want to watch that while this? Or I can put this up here. No, I can't see your guys' chat. Damn it. We could put it like this. That was on mine. I can't hear my computer is playing through a headset the sound, so I don't hear anything. I'm glad Uncle Corico said something because I didn't even notice. I mean, the bot, obviously everything met the requirements for it. Me looking at the charts, I would have not taken this entry. However, it needs to take it every day or every day that it's there. And we'll see if it makes money on it. Can you guys see that though? The P&L right there? No, it's in a here's the position right here. I mean, it's already up $1,000. I'm not. What do you mean? Be careful. I bought an account just to trade on this. It was $40. So if it fails it, it fails it. If it passes it, it passes it. I don't care. Like I'm just testing this out, running it live because um the code is it's a little different for live versus back testing. So I just want to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. And so far today, it's doing exactly what it needed to do. Plus it's green. Plus it's green so far. But yeah, I don't really care. I don't care. I probably should have put it on so it took 3 trades and that's why it's in 3 contracts. It takes up to 3 trades per day. I probably could have put it on micros and just done like 3 to 5 micros per trade, but it is what it is. We're running it on minis, and that's just what we're going to do. Listen, the point of a bot for me is to wake up in the morning, turn it on, and I don't even watch it. So it has to have spots that it stops at. It's not looking at it's not looking at it's not thinking like, "Oh, it's coming back. I need to get out." Like the bot is it's just going to do the same repeatable thing every single day no matter what. And if it goes up 1,000 and then back 1,000, so be it. I'm fully prepared to lose the account. It was $40, so I can test something that is potentially going to make me millions. So it's perfectly fine. Oh frick, that account's gone now, right? Because yeah. So I probably should have put it on micros. That's so dumb. Like it's in a winning trade. Let me at least see if it gets the trade right. So I'm going to make a all right. Uh Alito, let's all calm down. It's perfectly fine. I was expecting this to probably blow an account or maybe a couple accounts. The goal today's purpose was to make sure it takes the trade that I want it to take, and it did exactly that. Um, it's not that big of a deal. My goal was to just do that, and it succeeded. So um, now I'm going to tell you guys right now that was a winning trade. Looking at what the market's doing, it it just surpassed all my expectations for what it just did. Hank, good morning. Sorry I missed that. Got a little bit of drama here. Yeah. So, well, it took a winning trade and it was already up 1,000 several points ago. So it would have been up, I don't know what, $1,800 at this point. And it was a bot that I just turn on in the morning and then it's done. Or I don't have to do anything. Um, so what I'm going to do is I need to run it. If I'm going to run it on that's what I was saying earlier was I need to figure out what size accounts for what size of trades it is allowed to take. It is drama because everyone starts getting worked up. I'm gonna make Alito and Knives both moderators, and you guys can just keep muting and blocking each other, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Oh Jesus! Can't we all just get along here? You guys should be so excited. The bot did exactly. Listen, I built a bot. I back tested it. And you know what? It did exactly what I wanted it to do, and it took a winning trade. I was just on the an unrealized type of account, so couldn't withstand any of those pullbacks, which is perfectly fine. Damn, that feels good. Zendy, can you handle this? Here we go. I'm gonna make Zendy a moderator, then he can just start blocking people or whatever he needs to do. Since he won. Exactly. Okay, let's go back to. No, it doesn't even matter. I'm doing what I need to do. If I need to blow some accounts, that's fine. It was a cheap way to test the live data feed. That's what I was doing, was testing the live data feed. I can already tell you this month, had I been running this bot and the unrealized thing was out of the question, this thing would be up several thousand this month. Alito, I didn't forget about it. Yeah, so with Apex, they have unrealized trailing drawdown. So as you're in a trade that's making money, the drawdown floor is moving up. So if you can only lose 1,000, or let's say you have 1,500 of drawdown, it trails. So if you're in a trade that goes plus 1,000 and it comes back to zero, now your trailing drawdown just moved up 1,000 and it moved up to only minus 500. So because my trailing drawdown was, I don't know, whatever it was, it moved it up because the bot was up like $1,200-$1,300 at one point, and then when it moved down, the floor moved up, so when it moved down and it killed it. Alito, but passing the account, that's not the goal right now. If I had passed the account, I wouldn't have that much confidence to even run it. Like I want this to pass an account naturally, like slowly. So it's really not a big deal. That's the problem, is you're worried about the account. I'm telling you, I'm not worried about the account. No one else is worried about the account. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. So the plan, and like I was saying earlier, I need to figure out the best size account with the perfect number of like contracts on micros or minis or whatever. Exactly. I don't really care to pass an account in one day. That was about to pass in one day had we not had any pullbacks, because it was the trade was in the green the whole time. It's not like it went in the green then went in the red. It was in the green the whole entire time and was up almost two. It was probably going to be up 2,000. Let me tell you by looking at the chart. It was going to be up. Yeah, it would have taken like a $2,200 trade. Of course, that's because 2 or 3 minis, but still. Let's see. This one trailing 7,500. See, I was on this one. How would that have blown that though? We were up 1,000 and then it pulled back. Why did it blow the account? Yeah, but how did it? No, it was up 1,000 total. How did it pull back and blow this 2,500? That doesn't make any sense. I'm kind of confused on it. Either way, I need to be trading micros on probably all these accounts just to give me the most amount. But I need to figure out what the best. Like I probably should have done 3 micros per trade, so 3, 6, 9 micros today. It still would have been 9 times 2 times 1. Wait. Oh no, that trade was about to be. Wait. It was 114 points total. $2,000 with 9 micros. 100 and no. Hey, thanks, Hank. You have a good one. Yeah, we need to stop arguing. It doesn't freaking matter. What if I told you I bought an account on it 80% so I could blow it to run some tests? Is that better? I wasn't trying to pass it. I understand I could have killed it manually. At the same time, that's not the point with a bot. I'm not going to micromanage a bot. It's going to trade every day, so I need to make sure it can do what it needs to do. No, that trade was about to be. I'm so confused. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, but there was no mistake. There was no mistake. I put it on minis on purpose, knowing that if something like that can and most likely will happen today, today was a huge success. And I'm even more excited for this bot now. Because I know it's profitable. So now all I have to do is figure out the size I want to run it with an account that it can't do that. Yeah, the only adjustment I need to change, I don't have to change anything with the bot. I just need to put it on micros and change the quantity. Today I ran it on minis with 1 contract. Yeah, I understand that. I just bought an account to test it. But I don't even have to there's no adjustments needed to the code or to what it's doing. It's just run it on micros with, say, I'm struggling trying to figure out this math, but I'll figure it out later. I also want to, I may build in an automated scaling plan. So if it's taking a trade that's 20 points, or if it's taking a trade that's 50 points, it changes how many contracts it uses. That's the best way. If you guys remember back when I was doing that 1-to-1 setup, I was changing how many contracts I used depending on the size. All right, we are. If you guys want to keep fighting, I'm just gonna get off the stream. And I mean, I'll trade. We'll call it Rat Lord's Ultimate Fighting Championship. It only allows 2 people in at a time in the channel. Right? Nobody's trolling anybody.
Order filled.
Run after. See if we attack those highs right there. Did create a little displacement right there. I'm going to just
Order
take
filled.
that. All right, I'm going to be done. Let's see what we did. Crappy day again. Up $100. And there's that big push right there. Feel like we could have done a lot better, but that first trade really, I shouldn't have gotten the 2 minis. I was a little too pumped to trade. And when I started this 5-second strategy scalping, if there was any little bit of pullback, I'd add a second one. Or if we broke the highs, I'd add a second one and keep riding it. So, oh well. Added 100. Why are these so far different? $15. So up 100 on our funded and up 114 on our combine. Not bad on a day that we are just constantly chopping back and forth. I mean, the 5-minute, this looks like garbage. Plus, we got to test the bot. The bot was successful. Alito hated it, but pretty good day all around. You guys have a good one. We'll be back tomorrow. No fighting, no arguing. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.